Hey.
It hits a little different when you're the one that hits play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like it matters a little more. The song means more to
It's
me
on
now.
you, right?
Like a DJ.
Man, I'm not, I don't like being the intro guy, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing it.
Yo, welcome to the SVW Podcast. We are here today, finally getting back in here. I feel like, I know it's only been a week, but it feels like I've been gone for so long. We got a lot of stuff we want to talk about. We got some stuff going down at NXT and their move to the CW. Some cool things going on with Raw and Dynamite, and we got a little thing we want to talk about. We're going to compare some of our favorite wrestlers to Marvel superheroes.
Yeah, Marvel, not
villains.
DC, because DC sucks.
Yeah, I'm a true
Except
believer,
Batman.
man.
Batman's pretty sick.
Batman's the
Batman's
only.
Batman's
he's
like the
the
worst
anomaly.
one. No, he's the worst one.
This guy.
I
The
hate
Joker
Batman.
is the best villain ever.
Joker's all right. Joker's fine.
All
He's,
right.
What do they got?
he's
Batman,
fine.
Have you ever
Joker-
heard of The Dark Knight?
Red Hood has been pretty cool. He started out as a little bitch, Jason Todd, and now he became fucking Red Hood. He's actually pretty cool.
Dude, Batman's just a rich guy. Batman
Yeah.
literally could have stopped crime in Gotham over and over again and say he just walks around and beats up fucking
he
drug
could just
dealers.
fund the police. Like,
Yeah, seriously.
fund Gotham
Woody.
City police,
And-
you know?
Anyway.
Make
Batman's
bat
Rogues
bombs.
Gallery or Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery?
What's that?
Who has the better gallery?
Rogues Gallery.
Better
this is-
villains.
Batman, though.
Batman was good. Animated cartoon it was fire when I was a kid.
But that's the only thing that
I
ever
would say
works.
Batman as Batman, not his whole universe around him. Batman sucks. If you like Batman, you also like support the government and you support it. Go cops, yay! Like no, he's
Bro,
a nut.
Batman in the Gotham City Police Department was beefing at a point, bro. Batman was whooping cops' ass. What are you talking
Why did
about?
he not fundamentally change the crisis that was happening, the economic crisis they
Because
had?
Batman
Bro,
had
he
to
had
be
to
not
step in
play
action
the
because the
Arkham
cops were
games,
They
corrupt.
Woody.
should have just shot him.
Anyway,
If he just would have
guys.
shot him, we'd be good.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah.
Kill some of these
Anyway,
dudes.
guys,
Study the Arkham
I
series.
know you hear this freaking phantom voice because he doesn't have a camera, but Roman died actually, unfortunately. And
R.I.P. to a real one.
R.I.P. to Roman. He died. We don't know what happened. Actually, his family told us recently. It's a terrible loss, but
Yeah, I mean not so terrible. But it's a loss.
Yeah.
It's a loss.
But Pedro has
It
very,
was probably
very
some coronary, like, you know.
yeah, something. But anyway, Pedro has some very, 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 very big
Too many
shoes to
berries.
fill, and
Very big.
Honestly,
I mean,
his shoes weren't that. It was a big belt to fill.
Yeah,
Like,
a
his
big
shoes
belt
were
to
like a
fill.
normal size. A little
or
small,
a big
honestly,
Big
for his
Mac
size.
to fill.
But yeah, Pedro's gonna be kind of taking his spot over here.
And then, of course, when it comes to hosting duties, we go by largest mass. That's why Roman used to host.
Yeah,
and
so-
so it falls to me.
Big barrel chest Woody over
Yeah.
here.
You guys got me in the seat to be at 250.
Oh.
You know,
Bars.
it's a big boy thing. Got to do it. So I know we wanted to start out here. We want to talk a little shop notes. We got some things coming around the shop this week that are kind of exciting.
There's a show coming up, right?
There's
some wrestling on TV.
going on. There's some bad blood happening down in the ATL.
Because maybe now we got bad blood.
We did this last week, guys. We don't need to do the Taylor Swift thing. Don't
it
be
should
those
be,
No,
people.
it should be
gonna
the
be a
theme
thing.
song. It needs to be the theme song.
It'll be the worst theme song of all time.
No, it'd be great.
And we'll have Taylor Swift not here.
Yeah.
No, that'd be great. She's gonna
What
do
if
a live
she just
performance.
shows up? She's like, this is where my pop-up concert was at.
Oh, fun fact! You know, she used to babysit Jeff Jarrett's kids.
Yeah.
maybe she will. I saw her with
Apparently,
a picture with her like a Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff
action
Jarrett's
figure.
daughter was like in one
Yeah.
of the videos and shit.
Dude, life must have been rough when you're living in that gated community in those giant mansions over there.
Yeah, I
and
tell
you're
my girl all the
watching
time,
Jeff
like,
Jarrett's kids.
so much shit, like, connects to wrestling. You gotta, like, do one, like, to have, like, a 6 degrees of separation
Yeah, it's
to, like, wrestling.
Jeff Jarrett and
Like,
Taylor
my girl
Swift
was
know
like,
each other.
her job had, like, a, conference thing, and they were like, can we get a woo? And she, like, came out, she, like, we wooed. Apparently, it's a thing in wrestling. I was like, yes. I was like, it always comes back, man. I'm telling you.
That's
Do you
great.
think Jeff Jarrett had that moment with the babysitter where he was like, he had to give her a ride home and then, like, it was an
Ah,
inappropriate moment?
bang
Jesus
bros.
Christ.
Yeah.
And she wrote a song about it.
Yeah. Jeff Jarrett was like her first bad breakup.
Pick up.
I'll never forget you, Slapnuts. So, completely separate from Bad Blood. Just had nothing to do with Bad Blood. We're having a watch party on Saturday. We're going to watch wrestling at here. I think things kick off around 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we actually one-upped it this time. And we decided that we're going to give away some free food. It's slightly catered for the event. we're teaming up with Liberty Kitchen right here in
nice.
Philly.
Brought to you by
And
Liberty Kitchen.
They're going to bring down a hoagie platter and some tomato pie. And
Hell
I don't know
yeah.
if you ever had their food.
I have not.
It's fucking stellar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is some good food. Their chef knows what he's doing.
Fire.
And
Chef Knows Ball.
Yeah, we ended up talking to him, and he's gonna bring in a little platter for us here, and then feed all these hungry wrestling fans. Which, come on, that's what we are. Like we're not a lot of small wrestling fans.
Away?
I believe we're gonna be doing a little raffle there. We doing a raffle?
Doing a little raffle.
What are you raffling?
Everybody gets to, everybody loves when they come to our watch parties. They get to they're not sitting in like bullshit chairs. They get to sit in the event chairs, and I know people love that, and they always see them. Well, now they're going to be for sale, and to kick that off, we're going to give one away at Bad Blood.
Hell yeah.
So now those amazing chairs that you guys always see to come in here in this pay-per-view chairs, this limited edition, event-only chairs that we have way too many of. We were trying we need to make sure we have enough chairs for people to sit in, and then how do we have well over 100 now? It's time for us to start selling some. So we're going to be selling those off, and to kick off the fact that we're selling them, we're going to give one away first.
Give one away. So
that's all you got to do.
Everybody who asked if they were ever for sale, well, here you go. And if you come to the watch party and watch some wrestling with us, you can possibly even take one home for free.
Can you imagine going somewhere, getting a free ability to watch some wrestling? Oh, what's that? They're going to feed you while you're there with some delicious food from Liberty Kitchen.
Delicious.
And then, hey, just for showing up, enter you into a raffle for a chance to win a prize that, I mean, dude, these chairs aren't cheap. That's all I'm saying. That's a nice chair you get to bring home. It's a cool memorabilia that you maybe never even thought about. This is what you collect now. Maybe we're starting off your collection.
I was we'll give him a hat, and Woody's no, we're going to give him a chair.
It's fuck you, heck. It's not enough. Up the ante.
It's not enough for the people.
It's a win-win situation, and it could potentially be a win-win-win situation.
Win-win-win.
And so you're either getting 2 wins or
you
3.
Get a hat trick.
There you go.
W's in the chat. I know that's what they're saying.
There you go. Gen Z Woody.
And then
freaking Riz
because
Master.
we're just in that mood of giving back. We're in that mood of just doing
for
things
the community,
for the people, by the people. We heard you guys just talking. Oh, I wish I can come to the SVW on Mondays. Man, Monday's the only day I can get down there.
Man, I'm here on vacation, and I fly out Monday afternoon. I wish I could check out this wrestling store before I go.
Mondays are bad enough. It's everybody's least favorite day of the week.
Right.
It's now SVW's not fucking open? Jesus.
Now SVW has a case of the Mondays because we're going to be open 7 days a week. Starting this week.
We will be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Please, also, don't DM me. The amount of DMs I get just every week is hey, are you guys going to be open? We're open 12 to 6 every damn day.
No excuse.
Just come on down.
No excuse.
I can't make it. What are you doing? Are we doing 12 to 6 every day?
Yeah.
You got a time to come down here. You got a reason to be here.
Even if you got a 9 to 5, come see us Saturday and Sunday. No
or
excuse.
See us between 5 and 6.
Yeah.
We're here. That's huge. That's what we've been working towards. We've been teasing we'll be open Mondays
forever
since we started the podcast. So this is nice. We're actually following through with it now.
Yeah.
See, we weren't lying. Just got to be patient.
I mean, it's big things are happening. 7 days a week, watch parties, and
Orlando's
opening up, and then, NXT's moving to CW. That's big thing. We moved to Orlando.
No more black and gold.
Yeah.
The black and silver era.
Yeah, listen, things are changing. Things are changing.
Right. Things are new.
For the better.
I'm excited about this. I think, obviously, they're bringing a new show to a new network. They always go all out.
Oh, they have to.
There's things you can guarantee when you switch to a new network is way too many people from the main roster coming over just to pop the crowd big and a title change.
Right, because they did, and it wasn't at NXT Performance Center.
No,
they were on the road. Took it on the road. St. Louis. Things get screwy in St. Louis,
which is close enough for CM Punk to call it home.
Yeah.
That Midwest is all the same damn thing. Honestly, once you're in that time zone, it don't matter.
Yeah, but we had some great matches. Like I said, you said they definitely start. It's cool seeing. I was talking to Pedro when they started using it on
who? Oh, Pedro.
Yeah.
What the Phantom Menace.
The character, the camera stuff, like the AK cameras.
AK cinema cameras.
You really see the difference in like the product. Like imagine that on like a high def TV, and I'm just like, I feel like I can reach out and like touch them. It just looks so clear, and that's cool that they took it to NXT because it's really like. It isn't just a performance center. You know what I mean? Like it is a third product now. Like, you know what I mean? Like how Triple H tried to make it before, and then Vince kind of went back with that. Like, thank God he's gone.
And so they're taking NXT on the road for a little bit, right?
Yep.
It'll end up back in the Performance Center eventually, though, right?
Yes,
This is just a fun temporary move.
This is just to make it a big hubbub.
Exactly. Good. And there was some hell of matches, man. There were some crazy matches. That, like you were saying, that Wesley.
I called that one. I knew that was going to be a good one.
Those guys, I feel like they looked at what was going on at AEW and saw like Swerve and Hangman going at each other, and were like, you know what, we could do that.
There was some bad blood there.
And yeah, I hate to make comparisons to AEW. Like, I hate to be that guy, but it's just like I don't know if it's just like how they present it or like the lighting. Like, I don't know. It's just like the crowd at NXT in that arena just looked way like bigger and way NXT, crazier than any AEW show I've seen in a while.
NXT has something special going on.
Yeah,
they have this groundswell movement that they've come from this smaller performance center. And also, you know that like this thing is always here in this tiny little crowd, 400 people over and over again, and then you have a chance.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell you, when NXT came to Philly the first time, they were at the Tower Theater.
Yeah.
And that crowd was electric.
I'm sure.
It was insane. There was a chant going on nonstop the entire time. Every single promo that came out, everyone was like saying the lines back to people. There's something different. You want to be part of it because you feel like you're part of something. Like, you're part of like that indie movie, that indie film.
Yeah.
That you're a crowd sport. It's a cult classic. But you're doing it with them.
Yeah,
you're growing with them. It's a really cool thing to do. And
everybody wants to be a part of that. You know what I mean? That's just a great feeling.
And like I said, and when they put on matches like this, even like there was a huge botch on that Zach Wentz completely overshooting the table.
Oh yeah,
on that spot
I was
outside.
like, ugh.
You're like, but also, did that make it better?
Yeah.
No, I heard people online arguing that he did that on purpose. That just show how intense it was. They purposely overshot the table, and I'm like, no, they didn't.
No,
but the fact that you even have that argument shows you how much people are into it. They're like making the excuses,
excuses for it. Yeah. But no, that match was cool as hell. Like he had like a meteor with the chain wrapped around.
Dude,
like
insane.
I was like, that's got to be. Like, not kicking out of that one.
Let's just keep pushing. Wesley as far as we can go.
Is he going to be like the big bad going forward, kind of?
I want him to be NXT Swerve.
Yeah.
Like, why not? I think
it's still so funny seeing him go from like crying in the promo. I don't know, I want to be here. I might miss my friends, and now he's just like badass, like dropping fucking curse words. And
that almost helps it.
Shooting at fucking. That he was coming at Gigi. I fucking
so funny.
Well, also like the scariest dude ever. Like I remember like elementary school when like. There's that big dude that finally like snapped and fought somebody, and he was crying the whole time while he was punching him. You're like, that's scary. When you're just crying, like,
he just really snapped.
You're forcing me to do this.
That should be a gimmick. That should really be a gimmick.
Just
a big baby face, but like the heel keeps like poking. It's almost like Festus, except
I was just saying it's a little Eugene.
I was gonna go Eugene. Yes, yeah.
Like Eugene and Festus had a baby.
Yeah, that's.
And then he just just doesn't know his own strength. I was gonna say
terminated.
Certain words, but I didn't want to get us canceled.
Yeah.
He had that special strength, and then Roxanne, we got a return. Cora Jade.
Oh my god.
And her boobs.
Jesus, man. I love when she was like, "It's me, Cora Jade," and then you're like, and then unzip the mini hoodie, and my boobs are still here too. You're like, oh, hey, I'll pop for that.
So apparently she's gonna be working with Roxanne because they had beef before when Roxanne was.
I totally thought it was gonna be the opposite.
But
I
is
thought
it
she was gonna come
like
and
screw her,
have Julia win the.
But is it one of those
title?
things where like, hey, like we're not friends, but we started this shit. We've been here.
Yeah.
These two are coming from nowhere, and they're trying to take over our division. Like, we're not going to let that happen.
Same thing happened with, was it Fatal Influence? That's how that group started. Like, oh, these new batch of NIL girls coming in. You know what I mean? Like, no, we did this. And then after that, we got Jade and Bianca with Kalani, like, clearing out the ring. That was, I'm sure people, that
Friend
was a
of
great.
the shop. Kalani Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one does it like Lonnie does it.
Yeah, it was a really cool moment.
So like fans got like that moment. I mean, we already knew CM Punk was going to be the guest referee. I didn't expect Bianca and Jade to show up.
That was
So
a total
fire.
surprise for me.
Yeah, I didn't see no nothing in the rumor mill. No like anybody like, oh, apparently so and so and like.
All I know is that on one show I got to see Jade, Jada Parker, Lola Vice, and Jasmine Nix, and so I could die happy after that.
Yeah.
Those are my top of the tops. Right there.
I don't know. I've been
Jada
growing a thing
Parker-
for Fallon Henley.
Yeah,
The cowboy thing,
Yeah.
like she's got like I don't know, man. She's it's growing on me. I'm like, I got ride that rodeo.
And she'd call you some sort of slur, and it's like a whole thing.
Yeah, totally
It's
fine with
fine.
it. You know
It's
what I mean?
fine.
I'll
Yeah,
wear some assless chaps, you know.
Like Shawn Michaels. You
Again.
got
Yeah.
it, I could borrow.
Yeah, and speaking of Shawn Michaels, when CM Punk coming out in the Shawn
Chef
Michaels
Deshaun.
Dude.
Yeah, the cowboy
so
hat. Like,
funny.
you,
That shit was
you
funny.
can't wear that silly thing and take
just
the
takes
hat.
the
Use
hat.
the stuffed pants.
So
They really
funny.
took advantage of that and the Netflix documentary because like I was like, yo, why do I like why is this fresh in my head? And I'm like, oh, the documentary.
Just
They're just
talked
like
about
riding
that.
the wave of it too.
And then
Very
the most
funny.
important thing there, which it felt like the plan all along, was Trick getting his belt back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a huge. That was
After
a
you
huge
seen
moment.
Roxanne kind of retain, one of the titles we're
God,
going
one
to,
hand
and then the
scratching.
obvious.
And Trick was always the champion that's going to bring him to the CW era.
Yeah.
I actually love the way they
To whoop
gave
that
it to
Trick
All
era.
Ego. They gave
Bro.
All Ego out first.
To
was-
give Trick that run.
Chef's kiss. It was a beautiful work because like anybody else that if you were to give them the championship and then take it away, it'd be like, oh man, you know what I mean? It'd be like, damn,
You set them back. Yeah.
Yeah. This dude just debuted. He won the championship within his first like couple matches. It's like, no, you just cemented that guy as a main player now.
Yeah.
Like he is still so
Yeah.
hot moving forward. There's no loss of momentum for him.
And you got
Beautifully
because you
played.
really got
And-
to see his character.
And now,
Although
Tricks had that because like as a babyface, you need the chase.
Two-time
Like,
champ.
Yeah,
Yep.
and yeah. Now he's a two-time champ, and also it made Tricks championship run way more, and it's gave it more life because I mean, once you see it with Cody, once you're a babyface, you have the championship. Shit kind of gets fucking boring. Like,
Yep.
you'll
Yeah.
have one or two defenses.
You want to see the face chase
yeah,
always.
like you don't want to see the face with the champion.
will say
you don't
defending.
want to
this.
see somebody have a title for 3 years.
So it helped Trick out.
Fuck no. Jesus Christ. Hector's always trying to trigger me. That's all he's trying to do.
It helped them both out tremendously.
I will say
honestly.
this was not the best match they've had ever.
No,
that was
I
my
agree.
only complaint about it. Is like they've put on better matches.
Yeah,
together.
it was a solid match
It's
though.
fine. It was fine. It
good.
wasn't like bad, but I wish it was like wish they could have really gone all out for this one.
It was like the debut on CW, but it wasn't like a pay per view. So it's like we're gonna give you some stuff, but we're not gonna give you everything.
But most importantly, let's remember. Okay, we got CM Punk there. Raise Trick's hand. Trick's the champion. This is Trick's moment, right? Confetti coming down. Trick's moment to shine. And who's that? Comes out. It's CM Punk. Picks up All Ego.
Hit him with
hits him with
GTS.
the GTS to try to
While
get
the
just
credits
to-
are rolling.
just to
That
steal
was
the
crazy seeing
spotlight.
credits at the end too. That
But to
caught me off
steal the
guard.
Rolling
spotlight,
credits.
dude. That's fucking Trick's moment. What are you doing?
Yeah.
I knew Woody
Get
was gonna
outta
go
here.
crazy over this.
Why
Go
are you
off,
so
Woody.
thirsty all the time for people to be staring at you and talking
I
about
mean,
you?
he got right out the ring after he hit it though. Like
Unnecessary.
like
What? No, so no. What? But everyone's talking about.
All
Oh my
Ego
God!
got in his face.
Did you
you
see
know?
the GTS when the credits roll? No. Did you see Trick, the champion, our hero, the man that's taking us to the next generation? That we're in the whoop that Trick era. No.
But he bought everybody pizza.
Oh, fuck that. I would not eat that pizza.
And it
You wouldn't eat
it's
a
cool
pizza?
I would,
seeing-
not,
Pizza.
I would not let CM Punk buy me a pizza because I'm no bitch. I'm not getting a Punk pizza.
What about Punk's a
But
wrestle
it's
historian?
Chicago got some good pizza though.
They
St.
went home
Louis.
happy.
I want
Times two.
Chicago pizza in St. Louis.
What about this? Punk's a wrestle historian.
Okay.
He loves wrestling.
Okay.
Raw is in Philadelphia the 21st. What if Punk
Guess he has
stops by the
cheesesteaks.
store and just buys everybody some pizza? You're telling me you wouldn't let Phil Brooks buy you a slice of pizza?
If CM Punk came into this store and he said, "Hey guys, Phil here. Want to say y'all doing a great
Phil
job.
here.
I bought everyone pizza." I'd say I'm good. Where'd you get it from?
Angelo's.
He's not getting it from Angelo's.
Where do
you
you
think
think-
Phil fucking knows about Angelo's?
yeah, I think Phil knows about
He's
Angelo's.
like, hey, I went to
he got
some
history
I
here
went to
in
Geno's
Philly.
and got you guys
So
some
I wanna
cheesesteaks.
bring
I
honor
want
and
to put
shit, like, he
Woody
got
in an
some-
interesting spot. I want to put.
I was like, you know what, Phil? If we have a drink together. All right, let's take a shot.
Have a drink together.
I'll eat your pizza if you drink my whiskey.
That's
well, what's
funny.
wrong, Phil? You're not one for the fans?
There was speaking of shit like that. There was a meme that like Drew McIntyre slipped him
the Molly,
like XL Molly.
It was the bracelet. What do you got? You said you have a.
But I'm blanking. I forget what it was.
That's right. I mean, you can't. There's no way you could question my hate. It's not going to go away. I'm not going to soften over time.
Oh yeah. I know what I was going to ask you. Where do you think you get pizza from? I feel like that means you have to shade some sort of pizzeria.
He's going to get it from fucking Lorenzo's. I heard about this great pizza here. Oh, the slices as big as a
damn. What are you shading Lorenzo's?
The slices. The slices are big.
The slice is good if it's 3 a.m. and you're fucking hammered.
Yeah.
Because instead of sauce, they use grape jelly. Like that shit is it.
But the occasional.
I love grape jelly.
Yeah, the occasional I like it. It gives like a little sweet taste.
You want
it's
the
different
sweet when you're drunk.
When I want it, yeah.
You want the sweet and the salty when you're drunk. That's all you ever want.
Yeah.
That's why you get McDonald's fries and Lorenzo slice.
Sorry guys, this is Philly lore for all of
are
our.
the slices as huge as Bronson and Braun?
Man, that's a slice that I think would be worthy.
It's a big meaty slice.
Meaty men.
I bet you they have both.
Does Lorenzo's have like a
meat classic?
A meat classic?
A meat classic.
Like a meat lover
That's my favorite hoagie at Wawa. The meat classic.
I heard people were mad about they liked the match, but the way the ring collapsed.
Yeah.
Like
it wasn't uniform.
Yes, yeah.
You want to go like boom, boom.
Yeah.
Instead of just like perfectly flat.
And then all four like posts just like were like perfect like 45-degree angles.
I actually really liked the ref bump on this one. The ref bump's my favorite thing to look at a ring collapse because they have to find a way to sell it.
Yeah.
And on this one, he was holding onto the top rope, and when the ring collapsed, the rope went down. He just went whoa, like. Suddenly he's like, I have nothing to hold on to anymore. It was pretty great. It's I actually pulled off the top rope over here by accident.
But
our ring just collapsed.
That was a big meaty mad match.
I
that's
have
good.
2 issues with it, which I didn't want to. I wanted to just sit here and just love this match. There's a few times where in Braun, I'm just like, why are you walking?
Yeah,
like, he was like. Kind of like doing that fake jog when you're like going across a crosswalk and it's starting to blink the hand. You're like, no, you can just actually go, man.
Like the old people in the mall power walking.
Someone said he was walking around like he accidentally shit his pants, you know,
cheek squeezing. Got a turtle head poking out.
And then it was a great match. It was really fun. Who was the winner?
Braun.
Was it though?
Not really,
because Seth came in and ruined it.
Yeah, it was interference.
Yeah. I'm so excited to see Seth, but like. We could have had a winner, and then Seth came in to fuck him up, and I'd have been on board with it too. I wanted to have an actual, this is the monster among men person now. This is the greatest monster. But instead, they would have both stood up at 10.
You know what, bro? I kind of disagree because I like that really, it made them both, like, because obviously Braun was probably not. I don't know. Like I think it kind of gives.
Your indecision on your opinion right now tells me everything I need to know. It's 50-50 booking, man. It's 50-50 booking, which is the worst kind of booking.
I thought it was still smart.
I needed something.
What's that?
It was still a very good finish, though. Like, yes, I get your point of view,
It's
but
fun.
that the crowd was electric for it. We saw
As they should be, because when Seth's fucking back,
yeah,
dude, Seth Rollins is back. That's amazing,
and
we're all on board with that.
And it was out of nowhere too.
And
Like no one
Bronson sold
leaked it.
the
There was
hell out
no.
of that
I mean,
stomp
there
on
were
the step.
Listen.
The way he
Yeah.
like,
But dude, 2 minutes later after the
stayed
match
on-
is over and it's just as good.
Listen,
It's just as good.
Listen,
But that-
it cements there needs to be a big monster babyface in the company, and there needs to be a big monster heel in the company, and it puts them both over in a way that I was like, yeah, Bronson was probably going to win that match, but like Braun did win that match, and so
They
it's like
needed to do
nobody goes.
something, though.
No, they both look good. Like kind of like we just said about Trick and Ego. You know what I mean? It's like bro, they both look good at the end of that, and now Bronson gets to do a program with Seth Rollins,
they
one
had
of
to
the
do
biggest
something
players.
with Braun because I remember him
True.
like flipping over ambulances and Mack trucks and like
Bro, he
figuring out.
flipping
I remember the
ambulance.
first time I saw it, and I'm like, oh, there's got to be like chains on the other side, like pulling it out of the camera view, and I'm just like, and then he was a fucking monster at that time. You know what I mean? Like you ain't seeing that shit. You know what I mean? Shit like that getting flipped over and his
that was so
beefing
cool with Roman.
Reigns
Yeah.
and shit.
Sick. He
But then you
needed
didn't
this
see
W.
that for a while. You're like, did he like lose his strength?
You're right.
Like what
Well,
happened?
they gave him superhuman strength for a while by accident, which was they messed up. They had him start flipping things that are too heavy to flip.
right.
You're like, dude, he is insanely strong. We can just focus on that. The dude is stronger than like 4 dudes. Like 4 regular people and him are about the same. That's enough. You don't have to have him flipping like buildings over. He's not like the people.
He's one of the guys that like when you see all like the security jump on him and he did that moment there.
Oh no! It
like
actually
makes
is
sense.
like,
You're
oh
like,
no, that
shit,
actually
I can see that
seems-
happening. Yeah.
But you said something that I thought was very apropos here, which is the NXT. They had Ethan Page and Trick both look good after this, but that wasn't 50-50 booking. They gave you a clear fucking winner and found a way to tell a story and still make the other person look good. This, they gave you no clear winner and tried to be like, well, we're not going to give them both, so they both are still kind of
Well,
good.
no, the clear winner was
50
Braun.
Bro, yeah,
No, he's not a clear winner. It was interference.
Yeah, because guess what? Bronson's been a dick for the last couple
But I'm
weeks,
just
and
saying-
that caught up to him. And because and that everything matters in wrestling. And he
50-50 booking
dug his
is
own
what
grave.
ruined
He
wrestling
fucked
for a
with
long
Seth.
time.
He fucked with Seth Rollins, and that was bound to bite him in the ass. Braun has been a force of good for the last whoever knows how good. He's been helping people. He's been helping people in
Yeah.
fights. So it's like that is why Braun won the match, is because he's good and
The heel
Bronson's
overcame-
not. So
or the
there is
face
a clear
overcame the heel.
winner. It's
Yeah.
because Braun, his morals are bad. Maybe Bronson might be a little bit stronger right now, but you know what I mean, everything.
come on, this guy tag team with a kid and won the tag
Yeah.
team championships. Nicholas.
Put some
Nicholas-
respect on his
He
name.
was like,
Former
give me
tag-
anybody
Braun
from
also
the
tagged
ring.
with
And this
Rollins
kid,
too, so Seth was helping out an old tag team partner too from back in the day.
Listen,
2018 Raw sucked.
I'm glad Seth is back, but I do
I'm
need
so
to see
happy
a
he's
tweak.
just- you know
I need
what
to see a tweak in the character a little bit.
I'm not so sure. When Seth is back, and that's fun. That's getting him a little Bronson thing, and then I want him. I don't want him going after the major belt. I want him going after something like the new IC belt.
You really hate Jey Uso, don't you?
Well, Jey Uso is. I like him as a person.
It's always like
Seems
hard
like a really
when
good dude.
like the top tier guys, because it's like
Seth, I think
people
Seth would
have
a really
raised
fun
the
IC
relevancy of those mid card belts, but it's like I'm a championship guy. Like, I go after the big thing. You know what I mean? Like that's not
There's-
to say below me, but like
I don't know. There's certain dudes that I feel like can
unless
do
you need
it.
like you
I
know
feel
what I mean?
like Seth is a guy that he would look good with an IC as an IC champion, much like a Shawn Michaels
Yeah.
situation.
Like, you know what felt good? Like MJF going for the international, which he turned into the United States Championship. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that felt
you can have
felt
a good
normal.
run
But
with
he's
even that mid card belt.
that's a main guy. You know what I mean?
You elevate the belt.
Now,
Which I think
like-
they'll have to do after Jey Uso has his run because he's not going to elevate anything.
Now, like, I'll give you this: when they put the
This
IC
guy.
title on
Yeet.
like Roman in 2018 or 2019, that was fucking disgusting. It was weird. I didn't like it. There was no reason for that to
2017.
happen.
Like it.
They put the U.S. Championship on him. It was like, dude, he already won the World Championship. Like, all this is weird. I don't know if you're trying to put like
Because they had nothing to do with him when they were constantly trying to find a way to restart and
and
restart
the
restart
belts at the
and
time
restart.
didn't have that like.
It's true.
But there's certain
Much as I hate Gunther, he did help to.
There's
I
certain-
don't hate him; he's just boring. But he
Yeah.
did help to raise the relevancy of the.
that's, yeah.
But
the title.
is the actual design of the belt, is this one of the best belts in wrestling right now?
I
Just
think
the-
so.
I love
It's
the
beautiful.
blue.
The
It's
slightest
just a
change,
little
adding the
blue.
blue from the original IC belt, like I think it was
should have
such
had
a
it the
great
whole time.
fucking-
It's-
It
it's
did.
amazing.
You realize it wasn't like, oh, that's a cool addition. It's like, oh, that's what was missing.
Like the guy, like he was like he missed his deadline. He's like, I need the belt design now. And he's like, wait, I just need now.
You
And
know,
it's
you
just
know
like,
what's
all
funny?
right.
I saw a fan mock of this, and
Yeah.
it was literally just
Just
added,
this.
was added the blue, the same exact thing. And I wonder if they saw that and was like,
That
oh
was
shit,
good.
because it's a beautiful homage to the Attitude Era
Mm-hmm.
IC title with it was a black belt with the blue world, you know what I mean? And also, I mean, Jey Uso to be the guy to bring it in, he's like
colors
he's
blue.
always wearing blue. He's like, you know what I mean? That's his
Yeet.
main stuff. So it's like it's pretty apropos. It works pretty well.
Look at Gunky using words.
Well, I used it about 5 minutes ago, and he
Oh,
was.
well, you
and
know,
then I saw him
he's
Google it.
fudging it.
And
I'm
then
a
I saw
parrot.
him Google it, and then he's like, "Okay, I'll use that." Try it
Gunky
as
want a
well.
cracker?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's,
But yes, I think it was pretty befitting of Mr. Yeet himself.
Nice. I mean, on the other side of the wrestling cinematic universe.
I mean, we have Dynamite, man, and on the God, someone had to say it, right?
Yeah.
Through
somebody
the
had to.
This
through the
is Roman's-
forbidden door.
Roman, gone but not forgotten. You know what I mean?
I wonder how he died, man.
We're gonna have like a memorial statue for him.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
It's like holding a camera.
We'll have to make it out of some sort of
It's like
material
him.
that's
Something
really
It's like
cheap.
out of like
like-
beef jerky.
Out of beef jerky.
It's like him dressed as Dusty
bro.
Rhodes with a camera.
By the pound beef jerky? Are you kidding me? That's gonna be expensive as fuck.
Yeah, I can't do that. That sodium's bad.
We have to
for
do
me.
like tinfoil or something.
aluminum foil. It's aluminum.
But it was
foil.
There
what?
we go.
Aluminum foil.
So we have Dynamite had their
5 years.
5-year anniversary, which is in itself is pretty amazing.
Hell yeah.
You got to think this brand people have been shitting on it
Doesn't
for a long
feel like
time.
it's been 5 years.
Well, the pandemic kind of messes with everything.
Yeah.
The time I realized like timelines don't make a lot of sense because we have like a year where we kind of like an oopsie daisy year.
Yeah.
Like, it happened. What are you gonna do? Move back. That is amazing that this company has gone from what it was to what it is. People still want to be like, AEW sucks. AEW's this, and this. And you're like, hey, AEW's 5 years old. Like this thing, like let it grow.
What were you doing at
Why are
5
we
years
trying to
old?
kill-
Probably
yeah.
shitting your pants.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Sucking on mommy's titty.
I'm
Nope.
still-
Also
I'm
not
still
at 5. You guys, these are people that do not have children. By the way, this is not. These aren't normal things for kids to do at 5 years old.
Well, to be fair, me and Heck still to this day are shitting our pants and sucking tits.
Yeah, you know.
Put that on a bumper sticker. Shitting pants and sucking tits. Woo! There's the clip for Instagram.
We're
Yeah.
gonna be the new Hawk tour. We're gonna go famous off of it.
Seriously though, like if you look at WWF, you know when Raw came out, like the first 5 years of Raw, it started the 5 years when they started to like really hit their stride. Like that's when you started to see, oh shit, this is what's going on. A lot of companies, their first couple years, they're not. They got to like find their identity, find their lane, find out how to do it correctly. That's different what someone else is doing. And in this world, it's really hard to do that. AEW I think they keep trying things, and people keep hating them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're trying different shit, and that's what makes me happy about that brand. Like, people are like, all they do is the flippy stuff and no story. You're like, okay. But, like, some people like that. Some people are really into that, so that's
I thought that was going to be a segue into Ricochet.
I mean,
that would have been a perfect segue.
I honestly really just think we're in a really good spot in wrestling. Even though, like you said, there's a lot of critiques of AEW, it's like, yeah, that needs to be there, and they need to keep trying things out. I think, but on the AEW side, like, they can't be so not open to critiques like a lot of fans are. But then on the critique side, it's like, yeah, like what he said, it's a 5-year-old company. They should be trying things out.
Yeah,
Like
Well,
you know
also-
how many shitty phases WWE went through? You know how many shitty phases? Like, if you look at any other company, like TNA 5 years in, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like AEW is doing fucking very well. It's just like they're fucking young and they're trying things out, and it's like, but be open to those critiques because that's the only way you're gonna grow.
The company should be. The fans shouldn't have to be. That's what pisses me off. The tribalism from fan to fan is so
Yeah,
annoying.
it's weird.
I enjoy the hell out of AEW, and if I say that to people, they were like, "AEW's fucking stupid," and this, and they want to critique all about it. I'm like, hey guys, you know, I'm not putting on the show, right? Like,
I'm not
I didn't,
booking it, right?
Yeah, I didn't put that together. I just watch the show and I like it. That's like someone being like, I really like salt and vinegar chips, and I'm like, salt and vinegar is the worst flavor ever. Are you kidding me? They were trying to put the vinegar flavor in the chip. It makes no goddamn sense. Or you guys be like, cool, I don't. That's okay. I'll have these nacho Doritos. That's fine for me. There's world for both chips too.
These marks.
Yeah, just enjoy wrestling.
Not even marks, smarks.
If you don't like AEW, then don't watch
Don't watch
it. And then don't go online and try to rip it to shreds. I don't know what the point of that is.
Yeah, it's always funny when people like don't watch it but still like talk shit about it. It's like I watch it, so I'm allowed to talk shit about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's like you can't
Well,
you can't talk shit if you don't vote kind of
right,
situation.
right. Yeah. So yeah, MVP. Who's the MVP? Shelton Benjamin. Is Shelton Benjamin the MVP now? Like, I mean,
I'm pumped to see him back. The dude can cut a nice outline in a suit.
I thought we were
You know
gonna
what
get
I
Prince
mean? Hell yeah.
Nana fighting MVP. Prince Nana. Don't forget, I was a wrestler too, and I put these boots on.
I don't want to see that. Just for the record.
Yeah.
I love Prince
Battle of
Nana.
the managers.
I will see a dance off. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
definitely
MVP doing what
play
a
for
Game of
Cupid shuffle.
basketball.
Yeah.
Who even has a
What
dance?
was that?
A game of basketball.
That's racist,
Yeah,
man.
gee-
Oh, you just
racist.
well, you
Wow.
just
It's not
assumed
racist.
you just
Two black
assumed
guys
they play
gonna
basketball.
No, because
Wow.
of MVP and Matt
Wow.
Hardy's segment back in the day.
No,
Wow.
don't try to
Jesus,
backpedal now.
Pedro.
Pedro.
How's
Wow.
that racist?
Reach for it, Pedro. Reach
Jeez,
for it.
Pedro.
All right, I'll edit that out.
You have to sort of.
He said, all right, I'll edit that out.
He's not editing that. I'm leaving that in. I want the
leaving-
people
we're
to
leaving
know.
that
This
in.
is
No,
the
that's
truth.
I wish
Pedro
Shelton
showing
Benjamin
his
would have
truth.
came back as blonde Shelton Benjamin.
Ooh, fuck. That dude was
The gold
dangerous.
standard.
Gold
Yeah, that dude
standard.
was
Yeah.
dangerous.
No, but I do. Pedro was referencing when Matt Hardy fucking MVP did all the. I did
sports.
just remember that, dude. That was so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, but it
That
kinda-
was great. I
him
wish
just
they
throwing-
would.
Him just throwing
hark
that
back
out there
to-
was just a little, it was just too much on the top of his mind.
That was funny.
So it's pretty much inevitable that Bobby Lashley's coming to the Hurt Syndicate at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as inevitable as Zoba Femi, but it's like
Yeah,
it's inevitable.
yeah.
Yeah.
and Cedric
inevitable.
Alexander's just in WWE. Like,
Shit! I got on the wrong bus. I thought we were going west, you and East. Damn it!
shit.
See you guys in 5 years.
Yeah,
And then-
I saw a concept. Maybe what if they threw Hobbs in there,
Oh yeah, I seen that.
bro?
Yeah.
That's a real Hurt Syndicate.
I wanna
Bobby
see
Lashley
Bobby
and
Lashley and
Hobbs.
Will Hobbs. Oh
Yeah,
man,
big, black, and jacked. It's like
That- yeah,
the best T-shirt of all time.
Yeah,
Just-
I got
oh
that for my
God.
kid, and no one lets him wear it at school. It's so
yeah.
weird.
For real?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I think
Big black and jack.
That's
Captain
insane.
in there.
that's
Speaking
insane.
of, happy belated
That's-
birthday, Captain.
Yeah, my son
happy
turned
belated.
9.
Belated.
Yeah, and if you guys to wish a happy birthday on his birthday, fuck you. All right, that's my son you're talking about.
Yeah. Yo, I think it'd be great if they
What, he
added like
went
a
heel?
Owen Hart to the Hurt Syndicate, just like a white dude. But who would it
Nation
be?
domination.
Sammy
think-
Guevara.
Well, I think Sammy Guevara.
Nah,
he's
he's out.
he's
he
out cold
got
right
injured
now.
again. Yeah, he's still got to wake
And he's
up.
Latino. We need like a white
I think-
milk toast.
Well, no, I
like-
think if you're gonna do we gotta do WWE's got to do their own version of the Hurt Business again. Nation domination. It's gonna be led by Cody Raheem Rhodes.
Yes.
of course.
Yeah, of course.
Something.
Black
something
icon.
Cody Rhodes.
The Nation of Domination. They're gonna bring the theme back, and Cody Rhodes is
I'm-
gonna come out.
I'm excited to see. I'm excited to
It's
see
a
what.
debut on Juneteenth.
I'm excited to see what they do, what MVP does over there. I think the addition of Bobby Lashley is going to be really fun. When Bobby Lashley steps in the ring in AEW,
He's like what, 53?
he's going to look like a fucking monster. He's huge. Did you see him doing his workouts? He's doing pull-ups, right? He stops mid pull-up. A kickboxer comes out and just starts kicking him in the stomach as hard as he can. He's just eating it. And then he's like, enough. Jumps, flips around, spins into like a 180, and then starts doing pull-ups while he looks in the mirror. And you're like, that's not a human. Bobby Lashley is something above
It reminds you
human.
like the DMX. He'd be like in the DMX videos and like the Locked videos back in the day, just like on like the street lamps, like just doing pull-ups in the playgrounds and shit like
Dude,
that, like the hood gyms.
Bobby Lashley, the second he walks in there, he becomes the strongest man in that whole company.
Bro, it's
So eventually, if Hobbs isn't with him, they gotta face
gotta
off
be-
Oh,
at
yeah.
some
Gotta
point,
be.
right?
But-
and also Brian Cage.
yeah,
Yeah. I
Those
see
would
that
be
as
those would be
well.
amazing matches.
Yeah.
But it's just like
Wardlow?
yeah, fuck yeah, all of it.
Thanks.
Bro,
I wasn't sure. Thanks.
Bro, where's
Throw all
Wardlow?
of it.
What happened to him?
He's injured.
Yeah.
But
in the Phantom
But
Zone.
it's just great that the AEW acquired him because
Signed into
honestly,
NXT.
bro, there's so many main players in WWE right now that it's like unfortunately he got lost in the mix, and it's like
Yeah.
that's the guy that should never get lost in the mix.
and they tried like 3 times to push him. And
I don't know how
and
he
none
gets
of them
lost
hit.
in the mix. He's
No,
huge.
I mean I disagree. Like I think like those Bobby Lashley fights, like I think he was fighting Goldberg. I mean, what am I talking about? He was fighting Lesnar for a little bit. He was fighting like Goldberg. Like those were good main event like matches. Like I believed him as a guy that could fight those guys.
Yeah,
and now
absolutely.
he's in AEW. That immediately makes him.
I think that's
a
one of like
top guy.
AEW's like top pickups from like
Hell
WWE.
yeah.
They get a lot of like older guys that are kind of like
I think
over the
MVP
hill.
might be their top pickup because MVP makes he makes all the other things happen. He facilitates this shit.
Yeah,
Bobby Lashley just posing in the middle of the ring,
There are few
Bro,
people
it's
more
amazing.
liked and respected by everyone in wrestling than MVP.
and he can legitimately
Well,
like whip your ass.
I don't
too.
think Chris Jericho likes him, but
okay. Was Chris Jericho is your pillar of
no. I just think it's funny that they're in
Bobby
the same
Lashley
locker room.
ends up in the learning tree.
yeah.
I mean, they almost fought in a hotel lobby. I think
Yeah.
like a couple years ago.
But I think
it's kind of funny.
I think as like history unveils itself, you're gonna find MVP on the positive side
Oh,
of most
yeah.
of these things.
And then what else we got? Ricochet. And
Ricochet.
Ospreay.
Ricochet
Part
and
two?
Ospreay, but they got to
The run back?
run back that match from 2013.
Did they use the same choreography?
It was damn near. Yeah, it was really close. But they
Counter, flip, spin,
No
upside
sell, no
down,
sell.
no sell.
Poison Rana no sell. The Poison Rana no sell. Yeah, it's,
Cutter, no sell.
and
It was fun, and it's like a thing that it's a little annoying because I saw that match before, but not everyone has.
Isn't that the match that made Vader fight Ospreay?
Yes, that is literally what led to Vader's last match ever. Vader was like, "This is bullshit," and then somehow they.
Nah, I enjoy that shit. I like watching it. I think it's fucking cool shit. Like,
I think it's funny. Woody goes, they just have like extra, like 20 pounds of extra muscle on them, so it's just they're going one frame slower than the original match.
The flip's just like instead of them landing on their feet, they're landing on like their feet and the hand. You know,
like
it's
superhero
just,
landing.
Yeah, there's like they can't quite get the same flip they used to.
It's very funny.
It's
but
still so impressive. I think that's. I didn't see this as their match.
No,
I saw this as a showcase.
Yeah.
Let's watch these two do what they do best. The match didn't even get a finish. You know,
Right.
Takeshita came out.
They got
and,
extra time in
so we're like,
Takeshita.
so we
That
can push that
Rising
forward.
flame from Takeshita on Ricochet though looked really fucking cool.
Takeshita and Bobby Lashley. You want to talk about
oh
Brick
my
Shithouse?
god, that
Takeshi's
should
a
be a
monster.
crazy match.
The homie
book it,
Taki.
book it, TK, fucking book it.
He is Tucky.
He is Taki.
He is Taki.
We love him, and he's. I want to see them do more with him this year.
Yeah.
So that's hopefully that gets going forward here.
So speaking of superhero landings,
Superhero landings, people
Good
cut out
good
of
segue.
yeah.
That was a good. There we go.
It's a segue.
it's a segue.
All right, that's
not my best.
Let's
but-
not hype him up here. We could have done it better.
6 out of
It's
10.
all right. I saw what he was going for. It was good. We got there. We kind of put together a list of we said 10 contemporary wrestlers on the current roster,
Yeah, WWE roster wrestlers
and we
Yeah.
wanted to kind of talk to what we think their Marvel
equivalent.
equivalent would be. And I think we agree on some of them, disagree on some of them, but we want to talk it out. Then this is a good one that if you guys have any comments on this, we'd love to
Yeah.
hear. You're
Yeah,
like, oh, no.
definitely. Like, yeah.
Just
That's it.
conversational
The
piece.
Marvel catalog is really long. We might have
This-
missed somebody.
This is totally that thing that like the nerds sit around the
Or
store
let us know if
talking
we nailed
about.
it.
Yo, arguing. I want to see you guys get nasty in the comments. Argue with each other. Like, be like, no, fucking Thor's not here. Like, bro,
Yeah.
get nerdy in the comments. I want to see
Bring
you
up
guys.
someone's mom. You know what I mean?
Like, do something. Yeah, get crazy, bro.
I'm
Get
here
wild.
for it. Bullying's only allowed in our comments
Yeah.
section. That's then we get the pass.
So what we started off with.
We started with Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is doing. I know there's the obvious one that I think someone's going to come up with. Who you got, Gunky?
I got Spidey, man. I mean,
Spider-Man.
he's the underdog throughout his whole career. I
The
mean,
mask.
Yeah, the
I can see
mask.
like Rey Mysterio coming down on the web with like his lucha mask and then he's
Well, also-
kissing somebody, you know.
So that's why I have him as Mystique.
Oh, okay.
Super acrobatic, very agile, but he
Little
can
gender
be
swap?
Spider-Man. He
Yeah,
can be Wolverine.
yeah, okay, okay.
He could be the
Okay.
Phantom, 1997 Halloween Havoc.
All
Kind
right.
of like Ray changes his attire.
Ray
He's been
changes.
the Flash.
Ray can change who he's been Batman.
okay.
He's been
I see what you
a
did
Flash.
there.
He's been a little bit of
I kinda like
everything.
that.
He's Mystique. He's ever changing. You could never put. Also, Mystique is ageless. So is Ray.
Okay.
Why
yeah.
why won't that guy age? How is he still doing the springboard moonsaults at
Stem
53?
cells.
Yeah, those stem,
Stem
cells go
cells, yeah.
crazy. Stem cells are basically the
He's just
same.
regenerative.
Yeah, that's the same thing as Mystique has. It's the same thing.
Oh my god.
So
Yeah.
I see your Spider-Man. That's just one of his
is
personas.
Dom's not on the list, but would that make Dom Nightcrawler?
That make Dom Nightcrawler. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what- yeah.
That-
Yeah.
Is he
I'm
is
not
he
mad
is
at
he a
that.
demon? But is he actually good at heart? You know,
Yeah.
is he gonna end himself? They both have terrible haircuts.
Dom is a monk.
Both have terrible haircuts.
Both leave a room smelling worse than they were. I don't know. Does Dom smell good? I don't know.
We had to ask J.A. He's the only
yeah.
one that's met him.
So
Yeah.
then we got what? Seth?
Seth
Rollins.
Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins.
Heck, who do you got him for his
I
equivalent?
got him as the winter freaking soldier.
Okay.
That's badass.
I was on like, oh, Seth is Iron Man.
Yeah, that was my.
I was so.
That's who I got. I got
was Seth
Seth
as
as
Iron
Iron
Man.
Man.
That makes it's so clear as day.
But even
And then
Pedro picked up. You know, he was
you said Winter Soldier. I was like,
manipulated by
fuck.
the. You know what I mean? The,
Yeah,
Brilliant.
the-
he
the
was
power of
brainwashed by
Hydra.
he's brainwashed by the Authority, Hydra, and he's manipulated to do these bad things, like do the Triple H's bidding back in the day, and then when he realized his
Turned
face
on the
turned,
Shield.
Yeah,
Turned on the Avengers.
I hear all these comparisons, but I just think he's way more of a main player than Winter Soldier is.
Winter Soldier's still around.
I was about
Iron
to
Man's
say.
not. Iron Man's
I'm
dead,
not,
baby.
I'm not talking about. I'm talking about what people actually care about. I'm talking about main players, bro. Iron Man is a main superstar in the Marvel universe, and I would.
Only reason I had him as Iron Man first is because of his attitude.
Yeah,
that
he's got-
cockiness.
Yeah,
And
no,
they
for
both have,
sure.
like,
There's
a
definitely
version of a goatee.
Yeah.
no, there's definitely
Yeah.
parallels. But when it just comes to like you said, I mean, I think Iron Man's attitude is almost more like Seth because it's almost like Winter Soldier's a little bit more like I'd say a certain version of Seth. Like I'd say like the Kingslayer, the Beast Slayer, like
Well,
that would be like more like
But have
Winter
you seen
Soldier.
Iron Man
but
be
the
a heel,
but the
though?
Seth we got now is more of a
Yes, you have.
egomaniac.
Civil
you know what I
War.
mean? Like he's almost like the Joker. If we're gonna be honest,
That's
but,
not bad.
but
That's the wrong universe.
But I would say he's for the good right now, and he's just like kind of like a
Winter Soldier's for the good.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Listen,
Winter
all I'm thinking.
Soldier's been both.
I see
Iron
it.
Man's
I
never
see
been
it.
both. Winter
I see
Soldier's
it.
played both sides.
Iron Man was the bad guy in Civil War. All right, he was pro
I was
registration.
about to say, when
It
did
was-
Iron Man became heel? But then
Yeah,
He
was-
definitely did.
yeah.
That's why I think Seth.
But that's gone both ways. All I see it is I see Winter Soldier, right? Just kind of calm, normal looking guy, normal whatever, and then he said the keywords, and I see Seth sitting there in the Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima,
I hear
Delta.
it.
Ah,
Burn
damn
it.
it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I hear
Those
it.
keywords just snap him to life.
Listen,
But
I-
that triggers Roman Reigns, so I don't know if that triggers Seth Rollins as much.
It did. Back
He was
in
the
the
architect.
day.
He put it all
Yeah.
together.
Who do you think wrote the shit? He's the architect.
I hear the Winter Soldier argument, but I put him as Iron Man because it kind of ties into another person I got here, which I think we could talk about. It's the
Okay.
next person we have on the list, which
Cody?
is our Universal Undisputed Champion, Cody Rhodes, who I think is the Captain America to Seth's Iron Man.
See, I had him as Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Cody Raheem Rhodes. I had him as Black Panther.
Cody solves racism.
That agility,
That's
you know what I
funny.
mean?
Dude,
That's
man,
really funny.
you do not
The
see
family
Cody doing
the family lineage.
Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
but we're like,
Wakanda forever.
but we're like, Seth is where it feels like Seth is fighting for good, for like more of himself. Cody is fighting for the greater good, where like Captain America is like the Boy Scout. Cody Rhodes is right now the white meat Boy Scout. So that's why I had those two kind of like Iron Man. And you know what? They were beefing. Remember like Civil War? That's their Hell in a Cell match. Yeah. So
that's not when you draw that comparison. I like it. I'm still gonna go. I like Cody Rhodes as Black Panther because he has.
Are you
he's-
guys dead ass? You're
He's
putting him as
T'Challa.
Black Panther?
He's T'Challa.
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes is T'Chaka.
Yep.
You know, right there. He had it before him. You want to say his brother could be either Killmonger or
Oh,
M'Baku,
M'Baku.
depending on how you want to go about it. I think
Gold
this
Dust
is,
is M'Baku.
Oh my god, dog! This
It's not
is
bad. And that leads us on our next one. We got Gunther.
I feel like we might be all on.
Again, this is like an obvious one for me.
Yeah.
I think I know who you guys have. I think I have a different one.
Okay, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Red Skull.
Yeah.
What?
Red Skull.
I put him
was
as
not
something
thinking that.
different.
Yeah, because we drew the instant like.
Yeah, the jacket.
German.
Yeah.
I put him as Doctor Doom only because I feel like once again, like you guys put like Winter
think
Soldier as Seth Rollins. I think Doctor Doom is taken more seriously in the Marvel universe than Red Skull is so I would put like Gunther's on he's a foreign heel. He takes things very seriously, but you like know his motives. Like, he
Shows
isn't
what era of comic books you came
Yeah,
up in.
because like Doctor Doom is great and he's wonderful.
Yeah,
but Red Skull was like the original big bad guy.
Yeah, for sure.
But also like, I think Doctor Doom is one of the biggest heels of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be the.
I don't think Gunther's there.
Iron
yet.
Man is about to be Doctor Doom.
I don't think Gunther's getting to. Maybe one day he'll become Doctor Doom, but he's not there yet.
I
I
almost
feel like Gunther's just gonna pull his face off,
Listen,
and it's just a red
if you
skull.
get into like Doctor Doom's like backstory and stuff, like Yeah, it's kind of like justified to a certain extent, like what he's like, and not every story, but like what he's trying to do. And it's like if you look at Gunther's, like what he's done, he's really just taking things serious. Like he's about the sport, and kind of like Dr. Doom is just about like, you know what I mean, his rule and like his piece. Like Gunther wants things his way, and he's a force to be reckoned with in his universe. Gunther's the fucking world champion. He went on a crazy undefeated streak. I think that he's the Dr. Doom of the WWE universe. World. That's true. No, I think that's
first
a very
one
good.
Getting in with like the Tesseract. And
I think that's
doing all the
I for sure think it. I was.
And then Baron
von Zemo.
Baron von Zemo. Ludwig Kaiser.
I like
that. You know what I mean?
That's pretty good.
I like that. No, I definitely no. I'm not arguing.
And
you
the
guys.
salute, the jacket, the attire.
Yeah, the jacket makes
on the very simple. Like,
no, that's the clear comparison.
Yeah.
So that brings us to our next one, Roman Reigns.
Another big bad. I mean, he's now big good, but
I have two possibilities. I have him Sabretooth.
Okay.
Wow.
Or Kraven the Hunter.
Because Sabretooth
Sabretooth
is like every time you think he's gone, he keeps coming back and he won't fucking die.
Yeah.
Oh my God, why won't you
He
just die?
had the title for 3 years, you know what I mean? Like he's just been around that forever.
He's Thanos, baby. That's who I got him as, man. He's Thanos. He has the gauntlet and everything. It's like it's pretty clear. Like he was the big bad. Cody Rhodes is Captain America. Seth Rollins is Iron Man. It took both of Seth Rollins literally died. Bro, WrestleMania is why I put Seth Rollins as Iron Man, Captain America as Cody Rhodes, and fucking Roman Reigns as Thanos, because Seth Rollins died to help Iron Man kill fucking Captain America, Cody Rhodes kill Thanos, Roman Reigns. Like it's like very much the same story, and so that's why he was the big bad that died. Thanos. He's the biggest fucking bad guy there's been in this WWE universe.
So I have him as Kingpin.
Okay.
I have him as the leader of a mafia syndicate.
Gotcha.
Okay, yeah.
Also, doesn't do much for himself. Kind of relies on other people
Hires
to
other
fight
people
his
all the
battles.
time. Yeah.
But when you get to the point and you have to go one-on-one, pretty goddamn formidable.
With that, I was gonna put Thanos is Roman Reigns, and then I'd be forgetting the aliens' names under him, but like his main guy with like the little spear thing, and
Darth,
that would be like Solo, and like he has the Usos, which is like Thanos had his like under minions and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like I forget all their names.
Because he was just going around like hunting and just collecting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just cleaning house.
Craven did work alone though.
You just see like all the heads, just you know what I mean.
At least like Sabretooth.
All the people that he beat, like the KO's heads on the wall and fucking. You know what I mean?
That's why I like that, because he was so powerful. He's very.
Sabretooth worked with the League of Evil Mutants, so you have that kind of thing too if you want to go that route.
Yeah.
Next up, we have LA Knight.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys have LA Knight as.
I got him as the Merc with the mouth, baby. He's Deadpool? In my universe. I just
I almost made Roman Reigns my Deadpool because of the cancer.
Oh,
my God!
Did you not know?
That was deep.
Jesus Christ!
Did you not know? Breaking news?
No.
Oh my God!
That's interesting.
But yeah,
they both survived it.
Jesus Christ!
They both survived it. I'm celebrating him.
Red and black, you know?
Yeah.
Jesus. But yeah, I got LA Knight as Deadpool. They both can talk. They both have a very, very, very like core fan base that kind of pushed them to like stardom. Like, Deadpool's getting all these movies now. He's one of the biggest like in the universe, and LA Knight kind of had a movement the same, the movement. Like he got pushed to, and now he's the fucking U.S. champion. And he's an underplayer, but he's a mainstay. He's a main guy, and they can talk, and he's got attitude, and he can break the fourth wall, talk about people's fucking. He's at Logan Paul's house in Puerto Rico and shit. You know what I mean? It's like, so I got LA Knight as Deadpool.
I got him as Thor. I got him as he comes in. He's got a little blonde thing to him. Got like kind of hard to take him entirely seriously, but at the same time, he always kind of like finishes shit and gets things done.
Yeah.
I don't see him as cutting the cloth of many superheroes here. I had him also a little bit as like Iron Man in the same kind of vein as like.
Yeah. You know what? I see that.
And so if I have Seth and Winter Soldier, I can have LA Knight as Iron Man. Also, for some reason, like a crowd favorite. when Iron Man movies came out, everyone started like cheering for Iron Man. I loved him, and I was like, I've hated Iron Man my entire life.
Isn't that Captain's favorite superhero?
Yeah,
Just rich,
Yeah, I
arrogant
know.
asshole.
Woody's like distraught one
Just
day.
rich, arrogant womanizer.
Yeah.
What he just like he's a drunk. He's he's an abuser.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, that's what we got.
I had LA Knight as Cable.
Oh,
Interesting.
Just like the build. Imagine with like the cybernetic arm.
That's
you know what
funny
I mean?
that
Like,
I'd said Deadpool.
yeah,
and-
right. So when you said Deadpool, I was like, ha ha.
The other
funny.
side of that.
On the other
yeah.
side of Deadpool, you know what I mean? It's just like Drake Maverick, you know what I mean? Like time traveling, like there's Ring of Honor days and just fuck some shit up there, and then you know what I mean? Like comes back to WWE. Like,
That's funny.
yeah,
I don't know, it'd be insulting to say, but I put LA Knight as Ant-Man. Mainly because like he can talk a lot.
Irredeemable. The irredeemable Ant-Man.
No, I mean,
he should have
like,
just
for
went
the MCU
Thanos'
movies.
Thanos'
Yeah.
butt and expand it, and the movie would have been over.
Yeah.
The world would have been saved.
Well, next up we have Lesnar. Problematic to say, but
he's
it's
still on the roster.
This was I want you guys to know this is a gunky ad. He put this list together. I didn't want to tell him not to, but yeah, still on the active roster, so he still gets to be put in things like this.
Because I had a clear. There's only one. Well, honestly, I love the Hulk.
I digress. I think there's more than one.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What's the obvious?
I love the Hulk. The Hulk is my favorite superhero of all time, and you know what? I don't think any wrestler ever does him justice other than Brock Lesnar, because it's just like the strength, the agility, the size, the fucking just tear apart attitude. He's the beast incarnate. That's fucking Hulk. That is Hulk. He's done
So,
remarkable feats of strength.
Same vein there, but I think he's more Red Hulk.
Okay. No,
Like,
I
a
fuck
little
with that.
more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like fuck everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're like Hulk. He still has his. You know what I mean? Like his good side. Like you know what I mean? Bruce Banner. Like,
Yeah.
No, I think Red Hulk. Like he's just an asshole. Like I'm gonna do shit how I want to do shit. Fuck everybody.
Fuck yeah.
I'm the boss. Nobody's gonna tell me anything different. Like
For
it's like
sure.
Red Hulk.
When he's
I-
heel, it's Red Hulk.
Right.
When he's babyface cowboy hat.
But I feel like even then he was like heel. That's like his
Yeah,
Bruce
that's true.
Banner.
He
You know
throws
what I
some
mean?
glasses to be Smart Hulk. Yeah. I have him as a very specific section. I have him as Hank Pym, pre-Civil War era, when he was being Giant Man. At that time, he was a big crusher,
Yeah.
big muscle they can pull whenever. But he also had a huge problem at home.
Yeah.
And he ended up beating his wife, Janet, who was the Wasp.
Jesus Christ.
And he was kind of canceling the kick off the Avengers.
Canceled and
That's
kicked
my
off the
Lesnar.
Avengers.
We don't talk about him. All right.
So Hope Van Dyne is Sable.
Well, see, back then it was Janet. Janet
Janet,
was real
yeah.
Wasp.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh
It's
my
the old before the new Ant-Man. The old was just Hank
Speaking
Pym.
of people that Woody despises, let's talk about CM Punk. Who would he
Oh,
be
great.
in the
This-
Marvel universe?
To me, it's the most obvious clear. I want to see what you got.
I think he's Wolverine. I think he's against the grain. You know, I mean, he's kind of an outsider. He has a bad attitude. A lot of people don't. He doesn't get along with people too well.
Definitely has Canadian vibes.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. Absolutely
I
Canadian
also
vibes.
had him as Wolverine.
Listen.
Scruffy,
Yeah.
fucking scrappy. Not
I
the
think-
biggest dude, but
If
we
he
get
just
it
had
done.
a couple drinks,
We have this. I think
100%.
we're very similar in our vein of thinking. We think Canadian. We're thinking small. We're thinking hairy. I'm thinking he's Puck.
Puck.
Look
I
up
had a feeling that's where you were going.
Alpha Flight.
Alpha Flight.
You know, Puck is
Wolverine's
God.
original crew.
Yeah, Puck is
Holy
he's a Canadian
shit.
hero. He's very agile. Ultimately, in the history of things, will be forgettable, and half you probably don't even deserve to know him.
Holy
so
shit!
I don't know.
CM Puck.
Yeah, yeah.
CM
I was-
Puck.
CM Puck.
I was waiting for him to slight this guy.
If there's any way we're gonna slide a little, this is a picture of Puck
Put a picture
right
of
here.
Puck
put a
in.
picture.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
you'll
God.
see him, and you'll be like, oh my god, like you're looking at CM Punk. But imagine with a stupid bracelet with a dog's name on
Yeah,
it.
this episode's for the real nerds. If you're a
Yeah.
nerd in both fan bases, you're gonna love this
So who do
episode.
you guys have as McIntyre?
Oh yeah, on the other side of Punk. I know you said you had LA Knight as Thor, but I think McIntyre is more of a Thor.
That's what I
think,
had.
You know
I
what I mean?
mean,
The
it's Thor.
chosen one. You know what I mean? He was given this like kind of like Thor, and you know what? He lost it kind of like Thor. He had
Yep.
to prove
He had to
himself.
prove
He had to
himself to get
lose his
back.
shit and,
Yeah.
and get it back. He has the sword where Thor has the hammer. You know what I mean? They both
Mjolnir.
have these
It's-
accents and
It's
stuff.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir,
Let's
yeah.
give
Mjolnir.
it its proper
Mjolnir.
respect. It's not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a
I
hammer.
know what the name is.
I know. I'm just saying it's not a hammer.
it's not a
Yeah,
hammer.
that's yeah. But no, I had him at the same vein. I had him that as a little like slash one. I had him as like maybe Juggernaut.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. I think if you wanted to put CM Punk as Wolverine, then McIntyre's Sabretooth. I think he's got the size advantage over him. He's got the anger issues.
I see that for sure.
He's got the ruthless ability, and he can fuck
psychopath.
Shit up. Yeah, he's a psychopath.
No, I like that. I like that a lot.
The
too.
Saber psychopath.
I'm not mad at that.
And Saber, that's a sword. Look at that.
That
sword tooth.
Yeah, sword tooth.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that. No, that's a good comparison too.
And then the Jey Uso.
Jey Uso.
Rounding our list off with
the
main
new
event.
IC champion, main event Jey Uso.
I want to go last on this one because I have a little controversial one.
Okay. I'll go first then. I've gone first many times. When I think Jey Uso, I think of pick your poison, Groot or Rocket Raccoon. I think when you see those two together, you're like, holy shit, man. Groot and Rocket are so good together. They literally are one of the best tandems going across galaxies, best friends forever. And then when you break them up, like, you want to see that new Rocket movie? No, I don't want to watch a solo Rocket movie. Get the fuck out of here. No one cares about that shit.
I saw exactly where he's going.
Well, you let me know when he sees Groot, and we'll get back together, and I'll watch that with you.
That's fucking hilarious. I have him as Gambit.
Interesting.
Oh, a little gay.
Just his little like swag, you know what I mean? Just the little swag, the hair. Like I'm like, I was just like picturing him with like the headpiece and like the long jacket.
I can see Gambit hitting the yeet too.
Right, you know what I mean? Like that, like he's like flirting over here with you know what I mean? He's got a whole wife and he's over here flirting with Rhea Ripley now, like whole like womanizing. It's like he got, you know what I mean? Wife at home, he's over here trying to bang Rogue, like.
I hear you. Yeah.
Can we get that one more time, Pedro? What did he say when he saw?
Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself.
Ooh, I'm about to make a name for myself
with the IC title.
Yeah.
So mine is a little, I mean, controversial, but I mean, it's not that controversial. I put him as Black Panther. It's like, obviously he's not fucking black, he's Samoan, but like, you know what I mean?
Samoan Panther.
Yeah, Samoan Panther. But you know what I mean? He puts on for his heritage just the same. You look at his fucking body, he's got the tribal tattoos all tatted.
Is there a chance that Samoa is like Wakanda? I've never been there. Has anyone ever been to
I've
Samoa?
Never been to
island of Samoa.
The Isle of Samoa, no.
All they do is just like put out like football, like stars, wrestlers.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, they're engineering them that way.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
wrestlers
saying
and football players.
I'm kind of thinking, like, you know what I mean? There is a legacy there. Like, it's greatness, Samoan greatness. There's Wakandan greatness. You know what I mean? He puts on for his people. And you know what? Like, he has been around forever. And he got the limelight, you know what I mean? He has his chance now, you know what I mean? Like, Black Panther has been around forever, and he got, he finally got a solo movie with R.I.P.
Chadwick
Boseman.
But you know what? You got your Rikishi.
Maybe he could be the Killmonger to Cody's Black Panther.
Jimmy be Killmonger.
Jimmy is Killmonger
in this. Jimmy's Killmonger. You got T'Chaka.
I was gonna make all these comparisons, and I just think
Naomi
like
could be Shuri. I guess I don't know.
And you know what? He's a fucking badass, and like he's sick as fuck. Like Jey Uso's sick, Black Panther's sick. You know what I mean? They're like, that's my comparison.
Who's Roman Reigns in the story?
I've said Roman Reigns was
Roman.
Thanos,
yeah.
But I mean, in that comparison, then I don't know.
M'Baku.
Yeah, who's
no? Don't.
There's no way to compare that.
If we're ever gonna put, if anyone's M'Baku, it's Obafemi. Yeah,
yeah,
it's just like they literally are the same person, and I fucking love that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm a nerd, so I love this. This was my suggestion to compare superheroes and
just try to get your limelight, right? You know what I mean?
I love he's like,
just make it about you.
I will make a name for myself.
The SVW Podcast, bro. You know what I mean? Like, no, this was my idea.
I was doing a transition into, guys, if you have other like things you want us to do like this, that's all I was saying. Is that I'm a nerd. I know there's other nerds out there. If you have like things you think that we could like compare or talk about,
if you think it's worth doing DC, let us know.
We'll do DC and AEW next week.
I don't know about that, but
contrast. Good contrast.
Listen, I like when Gunky's like, I'm a nerd, so I want to come up with this. Like, literally, I've been nerding out longer than he's been alive.
Yeah,
I know who Puck is. I had Puck, 200 plus issues of X-Men under my belt before you were born.
Yeah,
I've been doing this shit my whole life.
I hear you.
Let's raise your hand if you play D&D. You know, I mean, let's not get into the nerd conversation here. Who's the biggest nerd here?
Speaking of Max, You know,
Yeah.
I got signed to AEW.
Couple short takes.
Yeah, I heard that they just signed a contract with you, Max.
Yep.
That's really cool.
That's awesome.
That's great.
It's amazing.
Gunky's going to be streaming AEW.
Yep.
January 2025.
Come to my house. If you
I'm
wanna watch
so
AEW.
happy that AEW signed a deal finally because
good.
this is. I want to buy their pay-per-views. I go to
I
watch
hate
them,
going
and I'm
to
like,
Bleacher
I can't.
Report.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Like, that app's not on my projector, so then I got to get a computer and run the app and then mirror it. And I'm like, oh, what's
Yeah.
my account? I don't know because I never fucking use a Bleacher Report app. Who cares what account you're? That's not a real app. No one cares about that.
Bro.
Unless you're like,
Not a
You own
streaming
it.
app.
It's
yeah.
best for business. It's what
Max
like,
is huge.
They were
Max
tr-
is
fuck yeah.
everywhere.
They've been trying it out in France for like a few months already. Apparently, I saw.
You're still gonna have to pay for it though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be it's not gonna be $60
Like
anymore.
part-
It's gonna be less.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be part of like if you have Cinemax or
No.
not the Max.
Yeah,
app,
if you have the Max promotion,
HBO Max.
but I keep making this comparison, and it's just like, it's just in a perfect world that where you in a free market, it's like you want it's not even a competitor. It's just an alternative. It's like Netflix has
Well
Max.
put.
You know
Well
what I mean?
put.
You know what I mean? Like Netflix has Max, Coke has Pepsi, WWE has
We're not going to
AEW.
get into Coke and Pepsi, AEW, WWE again.
But you hear what I'm saying? It's like you. It's not like they're necessarily competing.
I
It's
thought
just like
Coke had meth. That was the
Coke
competing.
meth. Yeah.
Nothing to do. Why would you do Coke and drink Pepsi? That's weird. You're being weird right now.
But you know what I mean? It's best for
Shoot
business.
Coke and shoot meth.
You know what? Like for a guy like Bobby Lashley to be able to jump over. You know what I mean? When you kind of get lost in a.
Do you think that
in the
there's a
shuffle.
possibility of this, like, does Bobby Lashley move help get these contracts signed? Because I see sometimes when they like, hey guys, we got these people coming in, so we're gonna do even like whatever our third quarter
I definitely think
was,
it's like a,
our second quarter, our fourth quarter is gonna be even bigger.
Like
because of
icing on the
this.
cake for like the argument of like
yeah.
why you should sign.
I don't
like
think
you know what I mean. We're
I don't
bringing
think
in
it's
these people.
necessarily like a
No,
like
it's not
a
like
massive.
It's not the
thing, no.
deciding factor, but it's a nice cherry on top.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then
And,
You're like, oh, this guy's a former WWE World Champion.
Speaking of-
in bummer news,
Yeah.
man, I was so bummed to find out that Dragunov's injured.
Yeah.
Toward his
It
ACL.
was like a house show too.
Yeah,
it always
against-
sucks when you get
against
hurt at a
Gunther.
house show.
Well, that's the fucked up thing is usually those house shows are them practicing matches they were going to put on.
Right, because you know that Gunther Dragunov was going to be coming up.
I
which
think that
is
was the
fucking awesome at
that was the
NXT.
next match after Sammy.
Yeah.
They were going to have Dragunov come up.
But
And
who
they
doesn't wanna fucking
they started
see that
working
again?
the
Like,
house
yeah.
match towards ACL out for 6 to 9 months. It's 9 months.
Yo,
Like,
I'm
you're not
telling you,
coming back
speaking
in
of Gunther,
6
he's
weeks.
definitely been listening to me. He heard my gripes.
Yeah.
Because he's been getting a little, like, funny, sounding a little character.
A little
I
more
saw,
interesting.
On Instagram, when they were, like, WWE's going backstage, and they were like, oh, what's your biggest, your ick? And, like, Rhea Ripley was like, I don't get to sleep or whatever. And Liv Morgan was like, I hate when people get all on the plane at the same time, but when the bell goes off when you land, everybody, like, rushes off. Like, no, just wait your turn and everything will go smoothly. His was like, the social media team get in my face and ask me stupid questions like this. And I'm like, huh, all right, buddy.
That's
like,
good heel work.
You're
That's
showing
funny.
a little something here. And I'm like, all right, maybe.
He saw that one video, video of you just saying he's the most overrated wrestler in WWE on our
he's-
page,
yeah,
and he's
listening.
just like, fuck, man, it really hurts
Maybe I am.
feelings.
Yeah, it hurts
Maybe I
feelings.
am. You know what? I got to make this little HEC
In the
believe
place
in
to
me.
be, right?
He's in the
scene, the
Ah,
place to
HTC
be.
He's
believe
in
me.
the place to be. He's got to believe in me.
And then, so hopefully Dragunov returns soon.
But
Speaking
if
of returns.
If he doesn't, we got another big return coming up here. Yeah, they announced AJ Styles
A phenomenal one.
coming back,
They don't want none.
and they're also announcing it the same time he's going to be doing a lot of shows. At the same time, they announced Roman's going to be doing a lot of SmackDowns.
Because I was seeing a lot of like stuff like sites like talking about like what's up with AJ Styles.
Yeah, I saw rumors like his contract's coming up. Yeah, I mean, he has a lot of history with all those Japan wrestlers like Kenny Omega.
WWE even let
like-
him go over to Japan and have like
Right,
some
so it's
matches.
like-
Well, so is he going to do a thing with Roman? Is he going to do a thing with the Wyatt Six possibly because he also
turn on.
turned on his family at the end of it? I don't know. I'm excited to see it happen. There's a
Yeah.
lot of stipulations, a lot of speculation, but the most important thing is we got one of the best wrestlers in the world coming back to wrestle again.
I'm
And
here
that's
for
good. Just happy to see.
Yeah, I
him.
have to
love
argue
him.
that with Al all the time.
Al hates
Al hates AJ
AJ
Styles.
Styles.
Weird.
I don't get it.
That's
Yeah, neither
weird.
do I.
I've been watching him ever since like I was fucking like 5 on TNA. Like,
TNA,
he's
yeah.
dude, he's amazing. He's
He's-
phenomenal.
he's
the name
a
isn't.
living
It's not a
legend.
clever name. He's
Yeah.
fucking phenomenal.
He's a living legend. we are running up to the end of our time though here, guys. We're gonna have to start getting out of here.
Yeah.
That we got. I think did a pretty good job without Roman.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Roman.
We got
Way to handle shit, Pedro.
Pedro stepped in
You
here.
will
We only
apologize for my sniffles.
We only
Right.
have probably sound a little snuffed up as well. See, Pedro was on the 1s and 2s and 3s. We only had like 5 errors while he was here, so that was good.
Yeah.
You'll see
The
that
over under was 7.
it's all going to be if he fixes it in editing. I won't even know. He might even cut this part out and be like, and it'll
Yeah.
make his voice be like, Pedro was wonderful. He is my favorite producer. But on that note, guys, we gotta be getting out of here. We got a store to open up. We got some shit.
We're open 7 days a week now, guys.
Don't forget to tap in, like, share, follow, comment,
Pull up to
follow.
the watch party.
Suplex and Chill,
Chill,
Hardcore Happy Hour, Mystery Violence 3000,
Gilman,
whatever stupid thing Gunky comes up with tomorrow.
Oh, and
You
we
know?
got vlogs coming out. So
Yeah,
watch those.
Vlogs.
Make sure you
check on the vlog.
follow it all, subscribe, like, comment, share.
Come buy some chairs.
Tell us what you want us to do on here. You know, give us some input.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Give us
Tell a
hate.
friend to tell a friend.
Tell me how bad I looked this episode.
He'll never give up though. He'll never give up.
Peace.